With that in the background, rates rising, we saw a 2.91% on the 10-year. What are equity markets looking to this week?
Well, I think it's one of those weeks where they have at least one eye on the bond market. I mean, we have most of the major earnings reports over, we've got the Fed minutes, people will be looking at that. But those auctions that you just showed, I think, are of as much interest to the equity market as they are to the bond market. I mean, massive supply of treasuries coming in, and how the bond market reacts to these auctions, I think, will, to some degree, dictate how stock investors feel, too.
Morgan Stanley's Andrew Sheets talked about the stock sell-off that we saw a couple of weeks ago being an appetizer, that there's more to come, that was, literally just the first course and we have a whole entree left. What are other people saying, Michael?
Well, I don't think most people would be surprised if we do see some more volatility. I mean, when you look at the sort of step back and look at the fundamental picture, earnings growth is obviously excellent, double digits, 15% in that neighborhood this year. Economic growth is strong. But the path of interest rates is a pretty big question on a lot of people's minds as the Fed pulls back, as the supply of treasuries really gets blown out to fund this deficit going forward. So I think people are bullish, perhaps a little bit more cautiously bullish than they were, obviously, in that real slow grind up that we saw. And again, keeping one eye on the bond market to see exactly how fast these yields are going to keep moving.